Man, I think I could beat Mike Tyson. That's what Jake Paul says. And tonight is the night. It's going to kick off at 7 p.m. Central Time here in the farm fields of Valparaiso, Indiana. I haven't investigated it thoroughly, but I do believe there are 3 fights prior to the main event. So I'll be keeping an eye on that. Definitely am not going to miss Mike Tyson fighting Jake Paul. 58-year-old Mike Tyson against 28-year-old Jake Paul. I did just lay some money down on the fight on the DraftKings here on the old iPhone 2. And I think the sure bet is the under on 6.5 rounds. To me, that's the sure bet. I did put a little fun bet. I took the money line on Tyson because, the odds are that the young 28-year-old is going to win the fight. But I'll definitely be rooting for my man, Mike Tyson. So, and if you really want to win a lot of money and believe in Tyson, Tyson knocking him out in the first round had amazing odds as far as if that fight or if that bet pans out. But let's get to these bets. Those aren't bets, they're investments, right? So, last 2 days pretty busy. Had this big loss on the BidX, and in the meantime, if I wouldn't have been stopped out, then I'd be rolling in the money right now because Bitcoin after it stopped me out while I was at the grocery store right down here. Hello. It hasn't looked back since, and look where it's at now. Oh, that money I could have had in my pocket. That's like a difference of probably close to a $10,000 difference between losing, what did I lose? 37 something? 37.20, and I'd probably be up, I don't know, 6-7 grand right now. So that's just what goes on. You win some and you lose some, especially when you're trying to trade, swing trade, etc. So what else went on? So I did buy 1,000 shares yesterday of AGQ. That is a 2 times bull on the silver. Got a really good deal. 36.61. Let's stick with the AGQ. Bought another 2,000 shares today at 37.42, and then another 1,000 shares at 37.30. Let's go to the silver chart because I think it's done. I think it's done for now. I think it's going up, up and away. Let's see. I'm still expecting it for sure to make its way up here, probably by no later than Wednesday, maybe even by the end of business on Monday. That is my story. I'm sticking to it. I did put this trend line in, this down trend line, because that is going to be the first indication that we're on the right side of the trade, is for a breakthrough of this, because it's just been, chutes and ladders, lower highs, lower lows, all the things you do not want to see when you are in favor of a certain asset. Man, Soxol has just driven me crazy for the last few days. Where are we at there? I think I started on Monday with the Soxol. Yeah, Monday with the put. I'm going to just wait out on my whiskey on that $30 strike. I could roll that, but I'm just going to take those shares, which will actually lower my cost basis just a little bit. I think my cost basis is like $30.99 or $30.93, something of that nature. So I'll keep the $570 in my skinny jeans, but I'll also stuff 1,000 shares of Soxol in at thousands of dollars more than what it actually costs right now. I did buy 1,000 shares at 31.68. I bought another 1,000 shares at 31.31. Did I buy it some other time? Just entertain yourselves while I look around. I think I have. Do I only have 2,000 shares? I thought I had 3 for some reason. Thought I had 3 and about to get another 1,000. Yeah, I've got 3,000 shares. So did I not keep up properly with the spreadsheet? I'll go back and look at that closely again. But those are way, way down in their whiskey. What is it? What are we? We're down $13,000, and it has come so close to stopping me out. I had it set at 26.40, and it got to a low of what today? Let me look at the big board, like 26.42. Hello. So I think that is meant to be. That's what I keep telling myself, so I don't run outside screaming. What else did we do? We bought some UCO. That's a 2 times bull on US oil. 1,000 shares at 25.24, which gave us an average of 25.39 on that 2,000 share position. And then we got stopped out at 25.62 for, a tidy little $480 profit. We did have a same day trade on the Boyle. That is a bull. I think it's a 3 times bull on um, natural gas. And we bought 1,000 shares at 40.22, and I think I was at the gym and got stopped out at 43 for a profit of 27.80. So we like that action. Talked about the big loss there. Started buying TMF on Monday, bought 2,000 shares at 47.34, currently trading at 44.39. Bought another 1,000 shares at 45.93, another 1,000 shares at 45.22 for an average of 46.46. When I'm buying on the way down, I obviously have strong conviction. Has it panned out? No. It is way up off the canvas today. So I'm still feeling like it's the right trade. I'm in the right position. I don't think I'm going to get too trigger happy on. If I get trigger happy on one of them, I think it'll be Soxel. I still think we've got plenty of time for the TMF, aka TLT trade to transpire into beautiful profit, like beautiful. So I'm trying to remain patient with that. So last 2 days we added, as I said, a more AGQ, which reminds me, where's my average at now? Average on AGQ is we've built the 4,000 share position back up. Currently $770 in the profit, as I do believe silver is finding a local bottom as we speak. Hey, Soxel making a good move. Come on, TMF, make me feel good at the last minute here. Instead of heading downtown to Chinatown. 37.35 on AGQ, so I expect that to be looking real good by Wednesday. That's the thesis. Average is 37.19. And then I did buy 10 GDX, that is gold miner ETF. Did buy 1,000 shares worth of 34 strike calls, 12.20. That's OPEX in December. Paid 24.40 for those. COPEX bought 1,000 shares worth of calls as well. 39 strike, 28.50. We paid for those. And I ended up buying 2 more tranches of the GDXs, kept buying my way down. And I think we've found the bottom on GDX. It appears that we have. 2 more rounds of 34 strikes, paid 24.70 here, then 2,400 here. And then I went in on the SLVs, got another round of the leaps going here, bought 10,000 shares worth at 26 strike for January 16th, 2026. We did so well in the last 2 tranches of the SLV, which is a silver ETF leaps. My definition is simple, which is a year plus out. So bought those calls for January of 2026, paid $49,000 bills for it. And what has SLV done since? It looks like nothing. It's probably showing I'm in a loss. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at it now and see what we look at. I think I'm down on. No, copper made a nice turnaround. I was down on that today. It's back up into the green. The GDX calls, hey, they were down pretty good too as well. And we're at $9.90. And look at those SLV leaps already printing $1,800 on the table there. But again, 2 dogs right there. If you look, if there's a theme here, right? The only things in the green are metals. Stick to metals, Bart. I've seriously have thought about that. I've enjoyed them so much. I enjoy taking some of my profits and buying physical silver. And then when the gold silver ratio maybe gets closer to 60, between 50 and 60, I'll probably turn some of that silver into gold. That's my wealth snowball strategy. Let's take a look at the charts real quick just to see what's on my mind. Like I said here, I want to see this taken out as early as Monday, maybe even Sunday night when the futures open. Bink, drive right through there. Bitcoin, I'm not giving up yet. I am not giving up. I'm going to redo all this. And this could easily be morphing into what we were thinking was going to go on here, which is that 5. Let's put it over there just for fun. Let's put it up here where we're looking for 96K. And then can I move this whole thing over? Let me see. Hold on. No, not that. This. Yeah, this. Move this whole thing over. Well, let's go with this bottom here where no, I wasn't stopped out there. That was the following day. Come on, this thing. Yeah, I am getting a new computer soon. I only think about it when I'm struggling with it with you. So you get to suffer with me. So let's just still stick with that plan for now until it proves otherwise, and that'll be based on the size of, because really what went on when it dipped, it's tested what would still be a very typical structure for a fourth wave down, but it could have in the meantime turned into an ABC that I haven't counted yet. But the ABC could already be in place. Man, maybe not. So I'm not done with Bitcoin yet, but currently all I've done is lose money with it. TLT, which is what we're basing our TMF trade on, I did not like how it finished, as you can see, but it did try to take out it attempted a breakout of that down trend line, and then it just got right back into it, didn't it? Yeah, it did break out above, but it just went right back down below it. We do still have the warning Will Rogers line here, and I'm telling you, that TLT is gonna break through, and then TMF is gonna print money like Jerome Powell. SPX had another down day, didn't it? But we have I think the big red flag is here, 5,700. Nobody wants to see it go down there if we're still remaining bullish. But obviously, this didn't pan out. So now where are we at? Are we in an A? No. I'll have to regroup on the SPX. But I think that when it's already shown, I think this might be our local bottom here. And I would expect this to continue to go up through Monday. That's what I'm looking at. I got no money on the table, but if I did, it would probably be UPRO. And then if this confirms when futures open on Sunday night, then I'll probably enter the UPRO. So what I'll look for is 5 waves up, and then the corrective ABC down, and that's typically your best setup. When you could find it, the 1-2 is the best setup, and I think I could recount silver, and it might show that we've got even a 1-2 1-2 1-2 1-2, and then bingo 3. If this is not an ABC and it's a 1-2 1-2, then we're going to blow right through this 3250 number back on up, heading towards, I don't know, 34 plus. So that's what I'm hoping for ultimately. But I don't always get what I want. But if I keep looking at charts at some point, and yeah, we did break under here. This is the SMH. This is a semiconductor ETF. But look, post market, we're up 46 cents. Yeah, boy. So Soxel's currently at 26.79, and it closed at 26.67. So after market trading is trying to push it higher, and it's trying to push TLT/TMF down lower. So come on, get back above this line. Otherwise, we're going to have to pull the plug. But like I said, I got the 2640 was in place on the stop, and it came within 2 cents. And that's a sign. That's a good sign. and I was looking at the bar chart as far as oversold on the MACD and the RSI. And so if we look, just looking at the RSI, last time we had something near this oversold was, what was the date? Like the end of October, Halloween, October 31st. And then it went from a low wick down of like 29.23 and went up to 36. So will I take $6 bills from this low? You're darn skippy, I will. That's what I'm still looking for. What else we got? Oh yeah, I forgot. I didn't show you. I re-entered UCO, which is the 2 times bull on U.S. oil. And what did I get in on it? I bought 2,000 shares at 24.51. Where are you at? And it's at 24.57. So I'm a few dollar bills up there. And it, to me, the USO, let's go back. It looked like, now disregard all of this. This actually set up perfectly. You know what I mean? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. But I'm gonna have to, it must be a weird diagonal that I just, I'm still a novice at all this. This is what I'm becoming most familiar with, is those 5 waves and then the ABCs. Easy as 1, 2, 3s, but the diagonals are super complicated. But we do have, the post is higher than the close, so that makes me feel kind of good. And then we'll see what goes on Sunday night, where I'm looking for this thing, the rocket ship, because I'm a rocket man, buying up my oil where I can, looking to buy some silver. What do we got? What are we showing up here? 3061. Did it get up to that? Or is that old news? I know it was higher than that earlier in the day, but I don't think it's up to that already. Yeah, it's definitely not. It's like 3024. Yep. 3052. That's a lie. That's a bold-faced lie. Let me switch from AGQ. I got a bunch of screens up over here. Let's see this. Yeah, that's a bald-faced lie right there. Because I show it at 3024. But am I looking at a futures contract, or is this on a futures contract? I'll get back to that very soon, but I'll probably buy, I don't know, just like 10 ounces. I like to just kind of dollar cost average my way into the silver. Yep, that's about it. But you can see, like, if instead of sitting on my hands like I should have after I took all those profits in silver and gold, I've traded my way down like $25,000. Laughter through tears. But I'm still looking for these big losers to turn into big winners. I won't have, next week I'll make up my mind where that's going, or it will make up my mind for me. And then we'll make our moves from there. And then somebody had asked me in the comments if I was going to be selling covered calls on TMF today. I would, if I didn't think, I still have confidence that this is going to show some nice movement back up. And then at that point, depending on how that movement went, I would be for sure considering covered calls, because the premium on it is going to be very nice because the volatility is so high. So Kid 3, Bart the second, he just left. He's heading for hunting with cousin Jake this weekend, so I won't be able to watch the fight with him. But Kid 1, Madison Ann and Stacy Ann will be joining me for the fight tonight. Of course, if the main event doesn't run too late, because I'll look over and Stacy will be tell me if your wife or husband does that. You'll be watching whatever. I mean, like when I used to watch UFC all the time, for sure she'd be asleep all the time. I would imagine the same would go on in boxing, especially during the undercards, where she won't have a clue who's fighting. I probably won't have a clue either. I don't follow boxing anymore. But even during certain types of movies, she will be passed out sleeping by the end of the night. But I will say it's because of how much work she does in our businesses and in my life and taking care of our 3 sometimes wonderful children, our 9-pound Shih Tzu, Stella Bella, all of those things. She runs this place, and I'm just living in her world and doing whatever she wants me to do to make her happy. So that is what we're talking about today. Like, subscribe, comment, share this channel and this video with a lovable friend, and I'll see you in the next video. Come on, Mike, you could do it.